Song which I've resurrected. It takes us back some time. It's really it was kind of catalyzed by lots of speeches I think 2 years ago at the Climate Change Summit, and they announced that there was a relationship between people and nature. Now I found that quite astounding, because as we know, some 10,000–15,000 years ago, all the hunter-gatherer societies, they knew this. And I'm talking about Eskimo, Yanomami Indians in South America, the North American Indians, the Aborigines, the Bushmen in South Africa, the Pygmies, all of the nomadic tribes, whether they were in North Africa or in the Asian Steppes or in Mongolia, they all knew the same thing. They didn't know one another, but they figured it out. And what they figured out, generally speaking, was that nature was this blind force that was trying to replicate itself all the time. And if you interfered with it, you had to find a way to relate to it so that it didn't get upset with you. And so whatever you took from nature, you had to acknowledge, and you had to thank, and make a peace offering in a way. Many societies believe, particularly like the Bushmen, that when you're hunting an animal, it will make you work. And after 3 days of running after this animal, there will be a moment where you'll come near to it and it won't run, and it will present itself for a second, and that's when you have to shoot it. Because if you present and you don't shoot, you've lost it. So these kinds of ideas were developed, and they were developed to another level, where most of these societies believe that if there's any social friction, that friction will be mirrored in nature. So in these societies, which were all egalitarian societies, you found that when there was any jealousy or any kind of antagonism between people in the group, they would have a meeting and they would settle it, because if they let it fester, something in nature would happen. There would be a pestilence, a drought. There would be a rinderpest that would wipe out the buffalo. There'd be all sorts of things that would happen. And one of the worst things for nature is war. And I wrote this song during the Angolan War, where South African forces went in, and the Bushmen tribes from Botswana were conscripted to be trackers for the white South African army fighting the ANC and SWAPO and the MPLA in Angola. And after the war, which the South Africans lost, these Bushmen were not welcome anymore in their own countries, and South Africa had to fight for them and resettle them in the Northern Cape, in a place called Palmit. And I discovered this in 2009, because it was quite a secret. And I was doing a TV show on South Africa, and we stumbled on this particular area and got the story. So the song is dedicated to all the hunter-gatherers and nomads who 15,000 years ago were saying what we are hearing coming out of Brazil this year, that we have to rectify our balance with nature. But it's linked to rectifying our balance with ourselves, with the social order. We've got to reduce consumption, all of the issues that make us interact with nature in such a terrible way. So it starts with the social order, and then nature will fit in, and that reproductive machine will carry on.